Okay, so the tier list, basically, we're trying to think which are the best races in Survival Chaos OZ. If we're thinking about the modes, 2 times the amount of income and 2 times the amount of bonuses, right? That's the general format. And if you would be playing in a tournament where $1 million is on the line, which race would you rather pick, right? So this, I guess, is based on this tier list. And essentially, we're going to be thinking about, I guess, hero power, like you said, CBB.
Yeah,
units,
unit power, hero power.
I mean, we have to pick about
bonuses.
like late game, like mid game and whatnot. Like, we're not going to talk about that specifically, but I think if you want to win the game, you're naturally going to go in the late game. I think generally speaking, let's go like more on the average, right? Try to speak about like the race for 2 minutes and that's it. All right, so let's go with the first race. So we got Draconid. What are we thinking about Draconid? I feel like personally, I would put it probably A. If Tengis is playing it, maybe S tier. But if anyone else so yeah, in my opinion, Draconid is just like a super aggressive race. In times 2
it's just
income,
solid.
yeah, it's overall very good. Just the 2 assassin heroes. I think in this race, in this game, assassins are basically what controls the game, in my opinion, at least mid game. So having a race with assassins, like to send middle, control the mid game, 2 times the amount of, like, you would get more income from neutral structures, right? With the aura, which I've noticed is a very recurrent pattern with CBB. I don't know if you do this, Tengis, for picking auras.
Yeah, that helps you snowball a lot.
So I feel like this game is all about like snowballing, right? So if you want to snowball, you would want to go for tier 2, like any sort of tier 2 replacement, and hopefully get that aura that multiplies your income by just controlling neutral structures, right? So in this case, you would go for...
Yeah, second row, second one from the left.
Yeah, Lava Blonde.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember this one. So more armor, HP, spell resistance, like devotion. And then you just kind of...
It's 7 extra armor.
It's crazy. Absolutely insane. And spell resistance too, because people get mage...
Yeah, so it's
upgrade
harder
early.
to kill them with the tier 1 spell early on.
Tier 1 and even just any sort of casters, right? So I think overall this race is top tier. Like for sure, like... if you're lucky to get like the offensive Galakron, like you can take over games immediately. But if you're unlucky like us, you get the defensive one, then it's GG. So I guess we're putting him at A this race. I think it's
it
pretty
falls
good.
off late game. That's the
It
problem.
does fall off. So that's why I would be more inclined to potentially put it at
But
B.
it's definitely no. It's definitely good. It's definitely A for sure. It's just solid in every aspect.
Yeah, you're
Except
right.
for ultra late game.
Unless you're playing versus very good players. I feel like overall Draconid, it's a race you want to pick. All right, Arakkoa. What are we thinking about Arakkoa? I feel like it's a really, really strong. They have 1 extra spell.
Arakkoa has a special place in my heart, and I would
I know it does.
I would put them S tier, honestly.
You would? Last time I put them on the same as A, but you would place them S tier Y.
The heroes kind of suck. The strongest one they have is their base SU, Apex, which is like a tank and AoE monster combined. Inside the tower, they're one of the few races that have spell resistance on all units. So every single one of your units getting spell resistance is insane, especially in the late game when everybody has that level 3 magic AoE spell. Extra HP, basically. They also have some sort of natural defense against precision strikes with the Knight's Embrace, since they camouflage all of their buildings every like 2 minutes for 1 minute. If they go for level 4 Knight's Embrace, you cannot precision strike them twice in 2 minutes. It's impossible.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Okay, that's actually pretty good. They have also passive like regenerations because there's no regen on the actual buildings. It's just a mana shield.
Yeah, they don't
My
have repair.
apologies.
They have mana shield instead of repair.
Yeah, they have very good mages. It's rough with this race to like play early. Honestly, that's why it's probably like expert level. It's more difficult to play early. You got to be really good at re-aggroing for sure. And you gotta hit late game. It's the only way you have any sort of chances. So like here you'd go like probably tier 4 and tier 2. Like guys, it's gonna be a recurrent pattern where we're always thinking about tier 2 replacement to snowball the game. That's how like high tier players will always play. It's like you get tier 2, snowball late game, benefit extra gold from neutral structure control, even mid control with like, I guess, for example, splash in this situation from the tier 2 and try to reach late game. Start powering up your SU and maybe even hit like a really strong power spike with tier 4 or tier 3 replacement.
Yeah, it's between tier 4 and the SU replacement,
Yeah.
if available.
Raven Queen, like infinite scaling intelligence. It's a lot of damage. If you're expecting the game to go long, like definitely SU replacement is the way to go. Okay, so maybe
hater.
high A, low S. Let's do
I'm good
this,
with
okay? Maybe a little bit better than Draconid or similar, I guess. Blood Elf, what are we thinking? I feel like with the lava spawns, holy shit, this race is really strong. Like, it has the worst SU in the game, so that's why I'm more inclined to like potentially put it at B, because I think this game, especially 2 times the income, heavily relies on decent SUs.
I wouldn't say
Garbage.
it's the worst issue, just like a very niche. It's really good against normal heroes, but bad against other SUs.
I mean, lava spawns are like carry this race, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Just
you
the
definitely
plus-
want to go for
yeah,
that.
You have no choice. This is like a must pick. It's basically the only reason why this race is even good is just lava spawns, because +6 armor and -6 armor on top of it is like 12 armor differential, which is incredible.
One of the fewer bonuses that interact with super units. You see that 300 extra damage and stun? It applies to SU as well. So you can defend with a bunch of lava spawns in your base. Just keep chain stunning the enemy SU.
And as we saw from the previous video, Valeria the Assassin is really, really good because she gets scaling stats. It's a really good fighter. Like I would put her, I don't know what do you guys think, but I would put her maybe B, but what do you guys think?
They're the weakest by far, the weakest race in the game early on. They have -12% HP and -12% damage.
You don't think Arakkoa is weaker early game?
No.
I think Blood Elf for sure is weaker, for sure.
Arakkoa only is missing HP, but Blood Elf is missing both HP and damage. And on a higher amount than Arakkoa.
You need
as
spell
well.
shield. Like it takes a long time before Blood Elf becomes online. So probably B, maybe even C. I don't know. Like maybe B. Let's put B because I don't know if people want to play these races. I guess they got to focus on more. If you want to win a tournament, that is, there's $1 million on the line. You're probably picking these races over Blood Elf. Let's just say that. Okay, let's jump on next one. Demon.
It's once again a very easy race to play.
Yeah.
Their only caveat would be the higher cost for spawning units while defending.
It is quite costly.
Besides
Yeah, it's a race
that-
that takes a long time until units become strong, and it's quite costly. A little bit like Venthyr, right? Everything is super costly, and it takes time.
Yep. It says on the description on the left, like 30% buy cost.
Fuck, that's insane. Especially if you're a newer player, like buy cost is huge. Like your units are worth, it's so expensive to defend, right? And then you fall behind in upgrades. So this game is all about snowballing. So you kind of want to go tier 2, use that snowball effect from controlling side lanes and that gold, not on, what's it called? On buying units, right? You want to use it to get more upgrades. So that's why it's rough. This is such a big punish. But the 12% extra damage, it's a really strong race. It's like Orc, right? It's like beefy units that just do stupid amount of damage. And yeah, Archimon. Can't forget about this bad boy, right? So
That's definitely a must go, the Archimon. And for the second bonus, I would say between Orb of Corruption and tier 2 replacement.
yeah, for sure.
You don't like
It's
the golems or the infernos?
They're good. The thing is, if an enemy goes for a tier 2 replacement and you don't, you're gonna have to defend more.
But you
So-
can spawn this in like the first like 1 or 2 minutes, no? So you can just push out any way you want. With
Yeah,
this.
you can do that once, but it has a 3-minute cooldown. So it's in the long term, it's way more money being spent on defending.
This
They're just
can be
picking
good
up Orb
late
of
game.
Corruption. It's a passive.
Yeah, it can be good. I think it's more niche, and I feel like you got to be a better player to play Infernals. But yeah, it can be good, like for sure. Late game, potentially even better. All right, so what are we thinking? B tier?
I would say B tier better than Blood Elf for sure.
Okay, yeah, I like
I'd
that.
say let's move Blood Elf down even. Like, he's pretty weak.
Okay, good. Yeah, I feel like this is perfect at the moment. Okay, Dwarf. What do you guys think?
Dwarf is one of those races that will steamroll you if they're not stopped.
I mean, tier
if you
4
don't choose a specific bonus to counter them, your wave will just disappear, no matter what bonuses you pick.
rockets, like constant rockets, constant pressure. I mean, the missiles, right? So there's missiles. There's all your, I guess, tanks have missiles. I think, is it tier 3?
Yeah, check
Yeah,
the
the
bonus.
Tier 2 and tier 3 have missiles.
Rocket ammunition. 75 damage. Okay, so this is like an AoE spell, but it's this one. So it has 2 times 25 damage every 4 seconds to buildings. So it's like constant pressure. Even from this, like tower upgrade, you can upgrade this missile launcher. So it launches missiles from the tier 2, so gyros and steam tanks every 6 seconds. So it's like Dwarf is known for building massive waves and just like continuously applying pressure to your building. So if you do not take care of this race early, you're kind of cooked. So
yeah. They have a ranged tier 2, one of the few races that has a ranged tier 2. And on top of that, most of the units are mechanical, so they naturally counter any unit or a replacement that has a spell, only affecting organic units.
I remember someone in the comments saying a strategy with shield breakers, like you could go for a lot of resistance, like potentially that could be good. We'd have to try it out. I remember trying out these spiders, which is really good tier 3 replacement. I mean, probably if we're thinking about like winning, it's probably like tier 4, right? I think these tanks
tier 4 and tier 3. 100%.
And tier 3. Oh yeah, come on. Yeah, that's a really good combo. I would put it a little bit underneath Demon. What do you guys think?
I'm thinking A tier.
Oh, you think A tier?
I think it's stronger than Arakkoa. I still want to move down Arakkoa.
Okay, so like this?
I wouldn't say it's stronger than Arakkoa. This looks good to me.
I think it's difficult to, like, these are very two different playstyles. So it's very close, but probably bottom of A tier. What are we thinking? Is that good?
Looks good.
Yeah.
Definitely not S tier.
All right, Fel Orc. Man, I mean, Manaroth has been nerfed recently, but I feel like it's on the same page as Demon, where it's like very strong units and can be a very difficult race to handle with the mass infernals and whatnot. There is some strategies which we did, me and CBB, with mass infernal spawns on units. So every time you summon a hero, you have an infernal spawn. I think that's the passive aura from the main base, and Manaroth naturally summons a lot of infernals. So you get swarmed with divine armor and chaos damage units, and it can get quite difficult.
Gul'dan used to be really good, but he got nerfed. The thing with Fel Orc is that they're very weak. They're very easy to research with. They have 10% extra research speed, and on top of that, their damage upgrades are extremely cheap as well. So you would get 6 damage upgrades like before minute 10.
Falls off hard late game.
If you don't snowball with this race, you will lose 100%.
Got you. Okay.
There's just nothing you can do about it.
So the fact that it is a coin flip, I actually didn't think about that, but the fact that it's a coin flip race like this, that drops in priority for me significantly. Because if your win condition is snowball, you're cooked. And the problem is like that feels the same way with Draconid for me. Unless you got like infinite scaling heroes, like potentially really strong assassins with like scaling stats per kill, which might be the same situation as Fel Orc, but I guess Draconid is a little bit better, correct?
I would say Fel Orc is the other side of the coin of Blood Elf. Because with Blood Elf, you want to reach the late game, and with Fel Orc, you want to dominate the early game. And I would say it's harder to play Fel Orc than Blood Elf, because with Blood Elf, you just have to survive. With Fel Orc, you have to take conscious decisions on how to actively decimate 3 players before minute 30. Like, even if you tech up for late game, they still suck.
C tier, boys, let's go. So what are we thinking about?
Goblin is interesting.
Honestly, Goblin surprised me. In my opinion, like, Goblin is not bad of a race. Like, I don't think it's particularly too bad with the SU replacement. Is very good. Like, consistently really strong at clearing waves. And I think is a very good duelist as well. I think it's probably top 5.
I would say
SUs.
B tier.
B tier
For Goblin, myself.
And I really like Recycling Factory.
Yeah, the Recycling Factory.
It's too good, man. These two bonuses work so well together. And I think you have, especially once units, like late game, you have so much mana on the Recycling Factory. And getting that extra HP boost to your SU, 7.5k HP, is a lot. It's like, it could be a game changer. And one thing I've noticed is not a bug particularly, but this SU, once it reaches, for example, you summon it mid, and then it reaches like the opposite side of the map, this unit has an ability which, a little bit like Soul Echo, it kills all units around it, and it does a lot of damage. And what's really cool about that is once you kill all those units, it gives you an insane influx of gold. And it's not necessarily a bug, but we've done it. I don't know. I'll try to link in the video, but like you go from like 2k gold to like, I don't know, like 8k gold. So you literally double the total amount of gold because that gives you a stupid amount of kills. And from there, you snowball your lead or you summon the SU immediately again. So something to consider. I feel like it's a good strategy. and just the flexibility with recycling factory of just so many spells. You could summon extra waves and whatnot. So I don't know. I like this race. What are we putting at B tier?
I would say B tier, low A tier.
I definitely like it more than Demon. So like, yeah, A- is good. I don't know if it's better than Dwarf.
It's not better than Dwarf. Let's
Okay,
not kid
perfect.
ourselves.
Okay. All right. Vulpera, garbage, right?
It's such a fun concept of a race, stealing gold from your opponents. But the SU sucks. It's the most frail SU in the entire game. And it counteracts that by being like an assassin type of SU. High attack speed, low damage with a crit.
Oh,
But,
this is the race that has like a special, unique, hidden SU, which is so sick. What are we thinking about this race? I guess nothing too crazy. I think you definitely do want to avoid it. If we're playing $1 million tournament, last race I'm going to be picking is this race because it's just too... It's a very, like you said, interesting concept, but there's nothing to this race. There's some assassin replacements which are good, which you can kind of like go multiple paths with the assassin, which is a cool way to play it. I feel like I would love more of these races where there's multiple paths to, you have more say to the game. So you have an assassin and you kind of pick which abilities you want. I feel like that would be a really good way of improving survival chaos, where there's more say, not just like mostly AI focus, right? All right, so D tier, what are you thinking about Gnoll? I feel like me and CBB we butt heads on this a little bit, but he said that it's in the first.
Yeah, it's an S tier. In my opinion, very, very strong and underrated race.
Very
and
strong.
people respect it, but I think not as much as they should.
Why is it S tier?
Oh, Tengis is upset. Tengis is upset.
I would say you have to go for the dismount on tier 2 for the boars as the first bonus, and then you go for the tier 4 replacement as your second one. So what that does is, firstly, the boars, they have an AoE stun, and that stun can affect heroes as well. That's insane. Like, think about it. It's like, I think it's 1.5 or 2 second stun. With the tier 4 barrack, you have 3 of these boars. That's like a 6-second stun, and you add the tier 4 unit on top of that, which also has an AoE stun. So you just keep stunning the enemies over and over and over again, and you do that next to the enemy's base. It doesn't matter how many reinforcements they spawn. They will just stay there. And on top of that, once they're stunned, the buildings will take the aggro, and you have to constantly re-aggro the Gnoll wave.
I kind of like what you're saying. I'm going to push back on a couple of things. So yeah, for sure. I feel like I played this in the past, and yes, it's good. I think Gnoll is a little bit like Draconid, where you have to snowball your mid game. So anything with like, I would even argue that this might not be too bad too. For example, the Treasure Hunter replaces Shaman and gives you like the Prophet aura, more gold. So you could just like go heavy on the upgrade. Especially this race has more damage, more attack rate, more melee weapons. So maybe going for like a unit power economy boost early to... And on top of the 2 income from neutral buildings, right? So there is an angle where this makes sense. Either this or, like you said, the dismount like human can be good. And then you go for like something late game, like Cobalt Slaves or tier 4 replacement. I don't know if you would prefer the catapults or...
The melee one for sure.
Yeah, I prefer
No,
the
it's
melee
just
ones.
better.
Yeah. Melee one is good. Just spell resistance and just block plus like AoE is really good. And it benefits from a lot of upgrades. So no matter what you're picking is a tier 2 and a tier 4 replacement.
I personally would always go for those 2 bonuses, no matter what. If I want to win, I want to try hard, sweat, I go for those 2 bonuses. I know I'm going to dominate early on. There's nothing that can stop it. Maybe there is.
So did dismount and tier 4?
Dismount and tier 4, the melee tier 4 replacement. Because the base heroes are very strong as well. So you don't need to go for hero items or whatever. The base heroes are strong on their own. So you just focus on unit power, and then the game just plays itself at that point.
All right, gents.
Okay,
Murloc,
second strongest race in the game. Definitely deserves S tier, better than Gnoll.
Yeah, so I think it's the best race in the game at the moment. Murloc. There's nothing comes even close. I think just Mustak Rakish just dominates games. If there's a $1 million tournament, guys, you want to pick Murloc no matter what. You get that race, you automatically have higher odds of winning, in my opinion, because this race is just overtuned. So strong. There's so much flexibility. The hut, it's so good, it DCs the map, basically.
Yeah.
And same thing with the amount of units you spawn late game, it's stupid. It's just stupid. And there's so many upgrades. So you spawn a hut, which is like a AoE, it's a barrack you could place anywhere on the map and just spawns elite units late game with just it's just so strong, right? So there's a world where water lords are good. I've tried this in the past. It's really good. But probably the best way to play this is Mustakrakish, which is like an infinite scaling SU. The longer the game goes on, the stronger this becomes. And it's already really strong. It's already like naturally good. If you're a sweat like CBB, you probably want to go for Space Marines, which has very good mid-game control because of hero armor range units. I think like whenever me and Tengis see CBB going for this, we know he's sweating. But yeah, Mustakrakish is good. I mean, Hut is also good. So I think between these three, if you really want to win games, it's these three for sure.
Wait, doesn't Space Marine, isn't that the only unit in the game that has hero damage? Like hero
yes.
type damage? Yeah,
damn,
so
I
that
didn't
makes
even
it
know
even
that.
stronger.
Damn, you guys are learning shit at the same time. That's crazy. Okay,
No, we're
critical
teaching you.
strength.
You're learning.
Yeah, I'm learning. That's true.
On top of that,
Every-
we cannot not talk about the Sea Witch,
Yeah,
strongest
okay.
assassin in the game.
Yeah, by far.
She has wave clear. She has summons with divine armor. She has an execute ability.
Oh my god.
So once the enemy hero goes underneath 30% of his max HP,
Executes.
she just executes him. And on top of that, if any of your units are nearby, once the execution actually ends, they get healed.
What?
It's so overtuned, it makes no sense.
Yeah, it's like everything you would want in a hero and more has Sea Witch has in her kit.
So you just spawn the Sea Witch mid, you win.
Automatically.
You just win.
Yeah,
You
you
snowball
just
so hard. You have the 2x in Gamora, which can be improved, by the way. It's the only race that has a tower upgrade, which improves your tier 2 auras.
All right, S tier. Less about Murloc. Anyways,
So Murloc is the strongest race in the game.
by far.
We're all in agreement.
By far.
I do not agree with that.
I think it's
I do not
I
agree.
think it's 20% stronger than like the next in line, which would be maybe Gnoll. Anyways, we still have to go through races. We'll talk about it maybe at the end. Human. I think human is
human-
definitely A tier or
Solid.
S tier.
Jack of all trades. It's solid
yeah.
in everything.
Perfect. The way Tengis described it was, I think,
I
spot
wouldn't
on.
put it S tier though.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it S tier. It's good,
High A
not
tier,
great.
but
It's the best of A tier for sure, or among the best. There's no way. Like you said, it's just best. Like it's so good. It's so good. It offers so much flexibility. I think that's one of the things I guess we didn't think about, guys, is once at the beginning of the game, there's a lot of like decisions you have to make, like based on which bonuses you're going to play, based on which races you're up against, right? And I feel like human offers so much flexibility. You could go for like hero power, you could go for tier 2, right? If you want to go for like more snowball, or even like really strong like late game powering up your casters with either source of magic or water elementals. There's just a lot to its kit, right? Compared to other races, at least. Tier 2 replacements,
yeah,
very
they
good.
have basically everything you want. They have an SU with their respells that can also fight pretty well against other SUs. They have an assassin that you can send mid if you want to snowball early.
Yeah, that's true. And it's a very strong assassin.
Yeah, it goes crazy.
It goes
Thankfully,
crazy.
it got nerfed. It was to be way overtuned. But now his jump does not stun anymore. So that's nice.
Tier 2 replacement, devotion aura. That's what's really strong about this race is just armor, man. Just so much armor. You get tier 2 replacement, additional level in devotion, chance to dismount a little bit like Gnoll, and you just power up your front line with extra units. You go for devotion aura and even defend on the footman. So your front line becomes super strong and makes so much room for your backline DPS. You could go for either critical strike on range units, but the best is probably powering up your casters as much as possible. Human is very known for just having very strong casters. Holy Light, Blizzard, Resurrection. It's just such a strong race. Yeah, just watch the human basically video. Hopefully I'll have it linked on the screen. But yeah, so we got a like fun bug where the hero replacement went from level 1 to level 14 in 1 second. Like he leveled up so fast, like the hero items didn't even keep up with, and basically they were bugged. But usually plus 10 armor on the SU, so it does combine pretty well. A tier, Night Elf, what are we thinking? S, again a little bit
I'm
like
thinking
human.
B. I'm thinking B, honestly.
I'm thinking A.
Damn, okay, we got some split okay, so we got some split decisions here to make. I mean, in my opinion, a little bit like Human has Jack of all trade. With Scenarios, SU is good. Late game becomes like absolute powerhouse with just the massive waves it builds up, right? I mean,
Well,
Scenarios
we can
good.
start by talking about what makes the race not S tier, and that is their early game. They have a ranged tier 2 unit, which is the Huntress.
Yeah.
She has very slow attack speed. So in terms of DPS, just the base Huntress is ass. You need to get the Moonglaves in order to get the DPS to like the norm, and then once the Tower Research gets to the max level, you will do more DPS than other tier 2 units, even like a replacement tier 2 unit. So they start out quite slow, but in the late game, they have the Treants as a summon, they have the Moonglaves for DPS, they have transformation for the units, so like extra damage, armor, anything basically. The Wisps, that every single one of your units has a chance to respawn as a Wisp, which also has like different skills. So in the late game, they just have those massive waves.
Yeah, so
that
okay,
are
so CBB, from what I'm understanding, is like how much you're ranking races based on also the snowball ability, right? So since you're thinking about how do I even like survive mid game with this race, you're ranking this a little bit lower, because if you reach late game, you're potentially putting this race as more A or S tier. But in your opinion,
Yeah,
like
in
if you're
terms of
playing
late
versus
game,
good
it's S tier.
players,
Yeah, a good player would rush a Night Elf.
Yeah.
There's not a lot they can do. They have siege damage in all of their buildings, so it's harder for them to push against a strong tier 2 replacement, which makes it very easy for good players to just rush the Night Elf down.
yeah. Okay, so no matter what, we're picking what scenarios.
Scenarios, and you can make a case for the second tier replacement for Naisha, or the tier 2 replacement for even more Moonglaves.
Animal synergy looks good. Mid game push.
Yeah, they also dismount. They also have dismount if you don't want to
they
go for tier 2
do. No
replacement.
way. Okay, so it's technically a little bit like Gnoll and Human. So technically, this could be very good paired up. I mean, since you are struggling a little bit early game, so this technically might be a must to pick up to really survive and really get into the late game, and then really power up Scenarios. Again, top 5 SUs in the game. Just so much survivability, can be paired up very nicely with a big wave. So yeah, I like this. So this race, in my opinion, is probably like A tier, like mid A tier potentially. What are you thinking?
That would
Mid
be
A
the
tier?
right place to
Yeah,
put it.
but Scenarios is definitely like really strong, but I think every other aspect feels like kind of weak. It's like kind of like weaker Dwarf or weaker Undead, in my opinion. So I'd put it at B tier. So it's like really, it just kind of sucks early and mid game. Like unless you reach late game, you're just kind of screwed. You're at the mercy of other players, basically.
Yeah, it's a good train of thought. Potentially like top A tier or maybe bottom. Okay,
It's fine. We can put it B.
let's put it
just
B.
put it
Yeah,
B.
okay. Naga. Naga, I think similar to maybe Night Elf. Maybe something like
Nah, Naga has to be at least A tier.
You think
And
so?
I'm saying that because, first of all, let's exclude bonuses. They have very cheap melee damage. Their upgrades start at like 100 gold, and they increase in increments of 20. So for under 1,000 gold, you can get 6 damage upgrades.
Oh, that's true. Okay. Yeah, he's right. Okay, so that's actually huge. And then you could snowball heavily with that. And then you pair Cleave or Bash, right?
Yeah, you get both of them.
You get freaking
Like,
both of them,
normally-
and then you have insane like early game.
Yeah, you can snowball with the Royal Guard, which is the tier 2 replacement.
Mm-hmm.
And then you either go for the SU replacement, the Hydra, or go for the tier 4 replacement, which is also like the Hydra.
Okay, I kind of like
It's
that.
up-
So maybe you're right. So then probably since you have that in your kit, unless Night Elf, right? Like unlike Night Elf, that's what I wanted to say. But then you just go for like late game bonuses and like dominate from there, right?
Yeah, this artillery unit it's absolutely insane.
And
it
then
has
like the Hydra spawns artillery units by
yeah,
getting killed.
exactly. The super unit replacement also spawns more Hydras.
So come on, yeah, this has to be good. This has to be a really good race. So you go like Hymerion and then tier 4 replacement, and then like you snowball with your Royal Guards, right? With just Cleave. You go heavy on the melee units early, just to buy you time, right? And then by that time, once you're able to get tier 4 replacement, I feel like once you get tier 4 on all barracks and then SU, you're absolutely unstoppable. I recently got a game with like this race with these two bonuses, and oh boy, it's impossible for your opponents to do anything at that point, you know. And even base heroes are good. So top of A tier, right?
Looks good.
Okay, perfect. Panda, I mean, absolute garbage.
I don't think it's terrible. I think it's fine. It's kind of like
It's
human,
fine, but it's
but
boring.
like weaker. I feel like it's just human but weaker, in my opinion. So
Like,
I put it
they-
like C tier.
They suffer from the same fate as Vulpera. They have some very interesting, unique aspects to them. Like every single unit having a crit chance, and that starts at level 1. So as soon as you enter the game, all of your units have a chance to crit.
It's very unique, like you said, yeah. You could go tier 4,
They also,
tier 2 replacement.
they also
with,
have like
the
yeah,
this.
you have to go tier 2, kind of, because you want to scale in the late game. They really suffer from in the late game, unless you go for a hero items, because the SU is very strong, has AoE on his attacks and the crit. So powering up the SU basically carries you in the late game. It's one of
Jen
the
is Jen is definitely one of the strongest like base heroes, I think.
Would you put him like top 5 or top 10 maybe?
No, it doesn't really compare with like the replacements, but it's good next to like, you know, the Gnoll SU, kind of like that.
Oh, I see. Okay.
A little bit weaker than Gnoll SU.
For sure, no less.
But still pretty strong.
Okay, so what would you go like bonus rise? Are we talking tier 2 replacement and then maybe items or catapults?
tier 2 and items has
Yeah,
to be,
I like
because
that.
you will get pushed by other tier 2 replacements.
All right, D tier.
Even their tier
or
2 replacement is kind of sucks.
Are you guys thinking bottom C tier?
I think it's bottom C tier. It's definitely better than Vulpera.
Perfect. All right, let's go Rogue. What are we thinking about Rogue? Are we thinking? I think it's I would put it.
I
Maybe
think
B?
overall it's a B tier race.
bottom of B maybe.
You basically have one bonus selection, like one way to play them. You have to go Widowmakers.
Yep, I agree.
You have to go Widowmakers, and you have to go for the tier 2 replacement.
It's
give your units
literally the
that-
opposite of human. Like Jack, it's not a jack of all trades. It's one trick pony basically. So you go Widowmaker, which tier 4 replacement, a little bit like lava spawns. You heavy rely on late game, right? And
No,
the
it's
other one
more
is-
like the Hydras. It's more like the Hydras. It has a split shot and everything.
Yeah, multi-shot is good. Hits 3 targets, gives random items to nearby units, and then you probably go for knights.
Yeah, you need the +4 armor for the knights. Keep in mind, the rogue starts with -2 armor, so
Ooh, okay, yeah. So you kind of need to
you
counteract
definitely
that
need the
effect.
knights.
Yeah, that's what's so funny about Rogue. Is like it pulls off so hard late game. Then you think, oh, it's supposed to be strong early game, but not really, because it's -2 armor. Like, okay, it's not really a strong early game. So like, what the hell is it good for?
Yeah,
You still have the snowball with it.
yeah, that's a good way
You
to
still
see
have
it.
the snowball because
That's
it's
hilarious.
pulls off hard late game.
And the problem with this race is also the SU is probably on par with Phoenix. It's just absolute garbage. Just complete fucking garbage. The only good hero that this race has is probably Medivh or the Assassin. Assassin is good because it gives extra gold on kill, poison, so it can be good. It's a strong assassin, but it's nowhere near some of the hero assassins replacements, right? So
Yeah, it's an assassin without the crit, basically. So
yeah.
you suck.
Poison is better in my opinion than crit when an assassin has it.
Okay, what are you thinking about Tauren, guys?
Tauren is interesting.
We have to put it at like A or S, right? It's definitely really strong.
It's really strong, but it's like a slippery slope when you play Tauren. You make a mistake and then it all falls apart.
Okay, so Tauren.
So the thing with Tauren,
what do you think?
they have less attack rate, but more hit points. So you really want to make sure that those fewer attacks that they get in do a lot of damage. Thankfully, their melee upgrades are the cheapest in the game. Once again, they have like increment of 20 in the cost, so you can go for 8 melee damage upgrades before minute 10, since they have 3 levels extra in that. So at the tier 2 base, you normally go 8-0 on your research. And instead of going for armor, you go in the towers. It's the last bonus in the last row, which gives them HP and chance to block damage. So it's more effective than an armor upgrade.
Damn, that's good. And you also power up them with like pulverize. Tauren is known for like pulverize mid game. Tier 2 replacement can be good. And then you just like AoE damage, power them up with damage. I mean, it can be strong. right? Very strong, beefy units with like AoE. I mean, you could kind of take over the game with that. Late game, I mean, the Rock is probably the best SU to go for. And when we're talking about bonuses, probably the Rock and what would you go?
I go Rock and I would say a tier 4.
Yeah.
The Kodo Beast is really nice.
Mm-hmm.
It reduces damage around it by 35%, and that
Bruh.
affects heroes. It affects all heroes but the super unit.
No way. That's so good.
So that's more effective HP on your heroes while you're pushing.
I saw some players play Spirit Wyverns with the healing can be good air power, but I guess you definitely do want to go for the Rock and maybe just Kodo Beast, honestly. I feel like I kind of see this a little bit like Naga. You just like go heavy on the tier 2, right? And power them up with like Pulverize, more armor, more resistance. And then you just hope for late game that the Rock carries you with like, I guess, Kodo Beasts.
Even the base SU is kind of okay, to be honest. Like Sparky is not even that bad.
Where would you put this? Like middle A tier?
I would say between Draconid and Naga.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of like that. I mean, it's very similar to Naga in my opinion.
You still think Arakkoa, Dwarf, and Goblin are A tier?
Yes, I do think so.
Okay, maybe we finish this line and then do like a
We'll
shuffle.
final check.
All right, let's cook, gents. Satyr. What are we thinking about Satyr? I feel like, bro, since I played with CBB, man, this race feels strong. I think it's close to Arakkoa, in my opinion, or maybe close.
Yeah,
to
the thing with Satyr is they don't have natural HP regen.
Satyr.
They regen their HP on buildings in a weird way. Like you need to take the last hit on an enemy unit with your buildings if you want your HP to regen.
Yeah.
So
it's restore per kill. You get more armor.
So you have to be
no
very
regeneration.
careful.
Yeah.
While defending.
What I like about this race is just the assassins, man. I think the base assassin is super strong. It's not necessarily on par with the witch from the Murloc, but I think it's up there. I think it's probably like top 3, top 4 maybe. Just because it's a range assassin, it just has Finger of Death, so it can be very good.
I think it might be the strongest assassin in the game, the replacement.
You mean the Defender of Nation?
Yeah.
Yeah, Xlarion.
Has the biggest crit, I think, in the game. It has
nasty.
a scream
Stun.
that increases the damage of everything around it. One of his items like reduces the attack rate of anything around him, including heroes. So in a 1v1 assassin battle, he's gonna win. And on top of that, at level 20, he deals like twice as much damage to SU. So it's a really good pick when you're facing an SU replacement.
Okay, so if you guys would pick a bonus for this race, I personally would have loved... I mean, I like the Cursed Forest, for example. The Guardians are good. And probably Defender of Nation, because your base SU is fine too. I know, well, there is no replacement, sorry. But the base SU is okay for wave clear. It's not garbage, basically.
I would go for Xlarion and the tier 2 replacement.
The
Beastmaster
Summoners?
is pretty good.
Yeah, the Beastmasters.
Okay, so these two. So you have like some sort of like fighter assassin, which unfortunately replaces your current assassin, which is already good, but the upgraded version is also very strong. And then you guys would go for summoners, right?
No.
Okay, all right, that settles it. And you're essentially trying to win late game. This race is heavily reliant on late game, right?
Yeah, pretty much it. I would put it above Tauren, but not better than Naga.
I like that. I think this is a good place for it. All right, so Troll, guys, what are we thinking about Troll? B tier, something like that, or what?
Troll is a troll race, very thematically.
Yeah, I agree.
Like half of their bonuses are just trolls. Zul'Jin, it's very interesting. It's like a wave clear SU and also an assassin SU at the same time, depending on which state he is currently in. The other hero
It
replacement.
switches between melee and ranged.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it has 2 forms. The tank replacement is actually insane. Might even fight for control in the mid lane with a normal assassin. Simply because he has a maybe Thorn's Aura, he has poison, he can resurrect
Look at all the passive spells. It's just so strong.
Yeah, there's a lot of passives. Yeah, it's just like survivability is insane. The only problem with this race, I feel like, is the base heroes are a little bit garbage. So you kind of need a replacement hero just to counteract that effect. So go for like SU replacement, maybe tier 4 replacement. Cleaving a tap, going to bears is good.
Yeah,
I
that's
guess it's
also really
situational,
good.
right? If you're playing versus like a race that like undead.
Yeah, you want to get the bears against undead for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Or Murloc.
So yeah, you'd pivot between these two and maybe like this. I think it's probably your best pick. And you definitely do want to like... aren't the costs of this... No, costs are pretty high. Okay, so it's spears in this race in particular. You want to go for like spells or like healing wave is important. Damage is strong. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I mean, it's definitely not a strong race, right? You definitely want to avoid this race. In my opinion, like...
Yeah, it's a B tier race.
Yeah,
actually,
B-tier?
it's C. It's worse than Blood Elf.
Yeah, so...
Maybe even worse than Fel Orc.
I kind of like this placement. Honestly, it's on par with like Panda and it's not like ideal. All right, Undead. Let's jump
Undead,
to the-
in my opinion, this is the strongest race in the game.
No.
What?
It
No.
is
No.
unstoppable in the
Absolutely not. Like Murloc is
Hey.
by far better. Bro, best out of 3,
I mean,
me
with
and I
Murloc,
play Murloc,
you'll
I'm
get
beating
there
you every
before me.
single time.
You'll get there before me, but once I reach that point, there's nothing you can do to me. I think the Ebisan SU replacement beats Mustakarkish. He just beats him straight up. It's a
You
very
think so?
tanky SU, has a lot of AoE at level 20, summons very high damage, high HP scorpions,
Mm-hmm.
and each time he summons a scorpion, deals AoE damage. It's crazy.
It does have a Thorns aura.
Also Thorns. In a fight with another melee super unit, he deals like 4,000 more damage just by the fact that he exists there. Insane value on those Thorns.
Yeah.
And keep
Did
in
Vimp
mind,
know? Did Vimp know it has damage reflect on the Bisan?
Now I do.
it's on an item, so I don't think you can see it here.
No,
Yeah,
unfortunately,
it's one of the items. It's one of the items.
Yeah, and it has like some sort of like crazy HP regeneration item. Like this, I know this SU strong. Like for sure, like he's surprisingly good. Like probably, honestly, I wouldn't be scared to say he's top 3. Like this, what would be your top 3 SUs in your opinion? Like I feel like this one is definitely one of them.
Yeah, you have Tebisan first place, then second place Mustaka Kish, and third
Scenarios
place
for sure. Scenarios.
Yeah,
for sure.
scenarios. Yeah. So I think I would just exchange Mustaka Rakesh. I feel like it's a little bit better. Maybe like late. I don't know. Maybe I have a soft spot for Mustaka Rakesh, but maybe you're right. I think probably one of the best SUs in the game is definitely.
yeah, guys, we better see Undead versus Murloc in the finals.
I mean, come on, you guys. Like, come on. That'd be so sick. That'd be fucking perfect. Just shut this guy down, you know. Or
we'll see who's right.
exactly. Okay, and then I mean, Undead has everything in its kit, right? Just units don't cost anything. They swarm your opponents. You want to go for like mage upgrades immediately to just raise the dead. You power up the skeletons, make them range, make them like do a lot of damage. They also have more. Do they have spells as well?
Yes.
Yes, they do.
That's
yeah.
the thing. Undead is the only race that can summon mages.
That's
the
crazy.
skeleton mages will use Frost Nova.
That's insane.
And Undead is also the only race that has a way to gain mana.
Oh,
Actively
yes.
gaining mana by killing enemy heroes.
Yes.
So
That's-
the bonuses you
Where's that
go
bonus?
for, it's the mana drain in the tower. It's the first one.
Yeah. I
And,
remember this one. Yeah, it's so strong. Like late game, the longer the game goes on, the more mana this race has, and it can go like for ultimate weapons, like immediately cast, like go for precision strikes and just like be very aggro and consistently have mana. Because late game, it's all about heroes, right? And like the more hero kills you get, I mean, look at that, 40 mana for a kill. It's so stupid. Like the earlier you get this, the better. So
I
guys, we're
honestly
definitely
think
going
it
for
still
these
is.
two, Frozen Throne and
Yeah, Frozen Throne for
Wait,
basically
what?
full hero replacement.
Yeah.
It's Frozen Throne. I used to think that the Talnos was better,
No.
but then I changed my mind.
No, Talnos is
When
garbage. There's no way Talnos is any good. Like, I think he's strong, but definitely not as strong as, for example, like Nerubian King. Like, it's the value of this hero is so high, in my opinion. It's probably on par, like one of the best assassins in the game, right? Underneath.
Well, Talnos has the best AoE in the game by far. He's the
Yeah, he
strongest one.
does, but I feel like it
nothing
takes
beats him.
time to get on like online. I don't feel like.
Well, it takes the time, but the thing is, since you're playing Undead, you're obviously gonna get pushed early on.
Mhm.
Then you can just keep summoning Talnos on every single defense, and he will reach level 20 like 35 minutes max. And once he reaches level 20, that's when the fun begins. Because you can cast every single spell.
Yeah, you have control over the spells, which is so cool. It's a
12
very
spells,
cool
guys.
way to play the map. I feel like you really have to be good at and knowing which spells to cast when. So it's more complex. But yeah, if you know when to cast spells, I mean, and you have a lot of experience with this game and like you're able to cast the spells yourself, I mean, it's so good for sure. But in my opinion, I think Tengis had something to say, but like SU, we're all unanimous on this. But what would you do? Tier 2, Tengis?
I would go zombie, honestly. I think zombie is great. It helps you early game because that's where undead is the weakest. You just keep spawning more zombies like at every stage of the game. But
You feed more XP, but yeah, I think you're not wrong. I mean, it's good. It would be like something similar like a tier 2 replacement just to help undead. Especially we're playing 2 times the amount of income. I mean, we've seen the powerhouse of these 2 bonuses, right? So there's multiple ways to play this. All right, so S tier for sure. Next up, guys.
Yep.
Kul'Tiras, I think garbage ass fucking race.
It's not garbage.
it's like human but weaker.
I would say...
I think no
yeah,
one
they're
fucking
very
plays
similar.
Kul'Tiras. No one plays Kul'Tiras.
Well,
I
there
mean,
need things
Anduin is good.
about this. Yeah.
Anduin is good. Which one would you go for? Like tier 4 and Anduin?
I really like to go for tier 4 and the unique defensive. Not the quest. Yeah, the water power. That's it.
Water. Where is it?
It's the second one, right next to Anduin.
Spell damage and guards by 30%. Okay. Anti-magic damage. Okay. I see that being solid. This is very good, like, overall hero replacement. It makes me think of, like, Khadgar from Human. Like, it's really strong. Just has a lot
this
of,
race
like...
is all about surviving. Like,
yeah. And then
they
you
have
go
a
late
lot of
game,
ways
right?
to...
Yeah, its tower upgrades are unlike any other race, right?
Instead of, like, having a spell or a passive, they have items with charges. And once they cast a spell or attack, they use one of those charges. And they can regen those charges with another tower upgrade over time.
Yeah, it's an interesting race. Definitely not the best one. SU kind of is garbage. There's nothing... I mean, the assassin is okay, but this race is just a little bit underwhelming in my opinion. There's a lot better races. You want to avoid this at all costs in my opinion. Like probably C or B tier. I don't know. I would place it
all
C tier.
costs.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. It's not great, not terrible, you know.
I would rather play Kul'Tiras than anything.
Yeah, I would put it on
here.
B. I would put it on B for sure.
Okay, deal. Orc has to be
Oh,
S,
Orc?
right?
I don't think Orc is S tier. I think it's high A tier. It's again one of those races.
Also
in
hard
which
late game.
You really want to take control over the map in the first 15 minutes. And then...
like Fel Orc, basically?
yeah, it's just like Fel Orc, but they scale harder into the late game. And they also have more oomph. They don't have lower cost on their damage upgrades, but they do have Bloodlust, which is really good. Increasing attack rate, movement speed. And they also have starting damage, so they start with 1 extra damage upgrade compared to other races.
Look at that. 20 damage, building damage is like it's all like positive buffs, which so like beginner race, it's pretty good. You have pillage. I mean, there's a lot to this race. I mean, the base SU is strong. Like I would say probably one of the best base SUs. If you power it up with like your items, like the cleaving, and like it becomes really freaking strong, right? I don't know what kind of like bonuses you guys would pick. Probably like Orb of Lightning, very consistent.
Yeah,
Just
Orb of Lighting hero items is my to go for.
Yeah, I kind of like that. Hero items, just to scale the Hua if you want. Can be good if you reach like super late game and get the extra items on the heroes. I guess can be good, right?
Yeah.
So would you guys place it at S or at A?
I think it's an A tier race.
A tier race, it is. Go like mid of A tier.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Last but not least, gents, the newest race added to the game, Venthyr.
Yeah. Okay. So this is undisputedly the strongest late game, right?
Yes, I agree.
This has
Yes,
to be
but
a
it's
tier.
also undisputedly the...
Worse early.
it's so bad.
It's really bad. You're right. And it
The
got
thing with
nerfed.
Venthyr is
Got
it's a
nerfed
coin flip.
dispatched.
It
I don't
got
know.
heavily
I mean,
nerfed.
I don't know what you mean. Like, if I play Venthyr, I don't feel that weak early game. I'm definitely weaker, but like, I don't feel as bad as like Arakkoa or Dwarf or Goblin when I
Oh,
play. Venthyr.
imagine yourself in this scenario. You're facing Orc on a side lane. The Orc has been dominating for the first 10 minutes, full control with Samura in the mid lane.
Yeah.
He has 6/6 upgrades. if you're playing perfect defense and solely focusing on research, you are at most 4-4. At most 4-4. Simply because they take so fucking long to research shit.
Yeah, I agree. It's
Yeah,
rough.
okay, but how's that different from like Night Elf or Dwarf or Arakkoa?
Night Elf will be 6-6. Simply because they have faster research speed. They will be 6-6.
Wait,
More
what?
research.
Doesn't Night Elf have slower research speed?
No, it used to be like that, but then it got buffed. Since nobody was playing Night Elf.
I think I agree with CBB. It takes a long time to get this race online, but obviously it's the best race late game. It just becomes an absolute nightmare to deal with. That's why there is a slight nerf with just research being lower. It has a very like fun twist to it, which is just like a lot of lifesteal on all units. But yeah, the SU is arguably probably one of the best ones with hero items. On par
Yeah, all the heroes are really strong.
Yeah.
All the heroes have 5 spells instead of 4.
Oh, that's true. Okay, yeah.
So hero items is a no-brainer here.
Yeah,
And
you
I would
kind of want to go
for
hero items.
for the mage replacement, which never happens. It's a tier 1 replacement. It's I think it's first one, second row.
Yeah, it spawns a bunch of ghosts. It's really annoying.
So it's similar to the Fel Orc tower research. It applies a DOT on an enemy unit, and then once that unit dies, it spawns a ghost, which is like a unit that deals a little bit of magic damage. But
Yeah, it's guaranteed to die because it lasts for a full minute.
Okay, so we need to get to late game, right? The way we get to late game, we need a tier 2 or tier 1 replacement. Like
We
either
need
you go
that guy
for the Blood Knights or Royal Knights, I think, because of minus
yeah, Royal
8
Knight
armor.
used to be the thing, but now it's -4 armor, and I think they also have less HP.
So yeah, you definitely want like some sort of like caster early, just guarantee the fact you're gonna go late game because, I mean, we tried Glory of the Anime for the hell of it. It's fun for the extra like unique hero and whatever hidden hero, but you definitely want hero items and probably like caster, right? Just to survive early and get to that late game stage.
The bonuses are crazy though. You're gonna have to look through them for sure. I mean the tower upgrades. Sorry, the tower upgrades.
Tower upgrades. Yeah, the donation, you get extra gold, which you need to finance your expenses. You kind of have to be queuing up upgrades as fast as possible with this race. I mean, there's crits, bats, damage. I mean, what is this one, for example?
Yeah, that one is really good.
For damage
Just
in
basically
500
another
AoE.
AoE spell.
Yeah, very strong AoE spell.
No, doesn't it get double damage on every single minion late game? Like which one is that?
The Crimson Madness, I think. It's the second one, second row.
Oh, okay. 30 damage, lose 4 HP per second. Okay, yeah. I mean, this is insane. Lose HP, but you technically lifesteal it back, but you get a stupid amount of damage. And it affects...
Yeah, like your siege units will deal
Every
300
unit gets
damage.
double damage. Imagine that.
That's crazy, yeah. The waves you could build up with Venthyr is insane. And, like, obviously, even the base spells are really good. So, yeah, I don't know. Overall, very strong race. I feel like... can't go wrong. Where would we put this? Like middle of A tier?
I would
Oh.
put her on S, low S at least.
It's similar to Night Elf, but it's stronger, so it's definitely above B tier. So for me, it would be between A or S.
Okay, you know what? I kind of like this. Let's put it like S because it's guaranteed to win late game, right? If you get to that point, you like not guaranteed, but you have like super high odds of winning, a little bit like Murloc. So, but you have to get the late game, you know? And like people naturally aim you because they know Venthyr is impossible to handle late game. So guys, what do we think about this tier list? I feel like I'm pretty satisfied with the placements currently. In my opinion, if you would want to play in a tournament with where you're winning a $1 million is on the line, you're playing Survival Chaos for some reason, and there's that much money funded, these are the 4 races I would probably pick to win. Bro, that was so sick. That was a really fun tier list to make. I hope the viewers did enjoy this. I mean, we could do this with heroes, but this would take like forever.
Nah, that's way too much trouble.
It's too much. It's too much, yeah. Anyways, yeah, thank you guys for watching. This is the tier list for Survival Chaos races.
If you don't agree with us, guys, leave a comment.
Yeah, I'm
Letting
curious
us
to
know
see.
that we're wrong.
Which we are. Bro, the amount of backseaters we'll have in the comments, guaranteed a couple people will say, nah, this race has to be this or whatever. Panda. People are going to say Panda. Underappreciated race.
Yeah, we're the Panda and Vulpera enjoyers. Rise up right now, defend your case.